kids. Helen here in the Nerdery. Um, Boy, the Weird Ticket had a weekend, especially the orange tip, if you will, of the Weird Ticket. Uh, it appears to me that his dementia is progressing to the point so rapidly that he has lost his crazy filter. Trump has always been a lying sack of shit and makes up crazy shit. It makes up stupid shit, but he at least had the ability until recently to to figure out what things to spin so it didn't sound so crazy, and what things to just not say. And he's lost the ability for all those. I mean, it's a compare contrast between Trump and Harris. Kamala Harris, when she gives speeches and brings up policy and what she plans to do. And
But we believe in a brighter future that makes room for all Americans. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. We believe in a future where no child has to grow up in poverty, where every person can buy a home, start a family, and build wealth, and where every person has access to paid family leave and affordable child care. That's the future we see. Together, we fight to build a nation where every person has affordable health care, where every worker is paid fairly, and where every senior can retire with dignity. All of this is to say, building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
and the GOP has so little against her. Every news story that comes out every week as we get closer to the election is just so evident that they have nothing. They have no argument against her policies, nothing, because they're first they bitch. Why isn't she doing interviews? She's not doing sit down interviews. She's only doing rallies in controlled environments. And now she's doing a bunch of interviews, including she's about to go on Fox News with Brett Bear. With Brett Bear. She's going on Fox. She's doing a sit down with Fox News. Faux news, honestly. It's not news. If you think it's news, you're stupid. Sorry to say. But facts. Anyway, she sat down with CNN. She sat down with Howard Stern. She went down The View. She sat down with 60 Minutes. Something that Orange Julius Caesar wouldn't do. Every presidential candidate since 60 Minutes has been a thing, half a century, has done a traditional late in the campaign interview with 60 Minutes. Kamala Harris just did it. Trump, nah, because Leslie Stone tried to fact check me last time, and I wanted to apologize. Because I'm so tough, but I'm also just a giant whiny baby. Anyway, the compare and contrast. So again, you watch some of her speeches, you listen to her interviews. She makes a point of getting to policy, promises, and all that. Whereas Trump doesn't run on policy because he doesn't have any policies other than putting anybody who's not white or not MAGA in internment camps. Or if he's allowed or finds a loophole to just flat out kick them out of the country. That's his plan. That's his platform. If you're not white and if you're not MAGA, you're fucked. That's his platform. or if you're not rich too, because he plans to uh, reinstate the tax cut for, well, expand, not reinstate, it's already there, but expand on his tax cut for billionaires scam from 2017. He intends to expand on it because it also makes him and his scumbag family richer as well. Um, Among other things, he runs on. He's still running on 2020 was stolen. We were so abused. Dude, you lost 60 court cases, many in front of Republican judges, many in front of judges you yourself appointed. And they all said that the 2020 election was fair, that there was no evidence of any mass election fraud, that any evidence that you showed only, all it proved was that if there was fraud, it wasn't enough on the Democrat side to make any difference in the outcome of the election. That's why those cases were getting kicked out. So he runs on grievance. He is the grievance candidate. He likes to say he's the tough candidate, or he's the law and order candidate, or I'll be your protector. No, he's the grievance candidate. Increasingly and more often, his speeches revolve around who he's going to take revenge against, or what kind of ultimatums he's going to put on blue states. For example, Trump was in California this past weekend. I'm going to do a separate video here shortly about the whole Coachella thing. But anyway, literally threatened the state of California that if he's president, he will withhold aid if Gavin Newsom doesn't toe. Just watch.
Find those papers. We won't give him money to put out all his fires. And if we don't give him the money to put out his fires, he's got problems. He's a lousy governor.
Later in the day, California professional firefighters put out this statement saying, "It is shocking that we have a presidential candidate who is threatening our public safety and doesn't even care what the consequences are to firefighters and the public."
And then he, at a dinner with donors, again, he's got nothing against Kamala's platform. He has no answer for it. So, again, he's a bully. He's a man-bait. At this donor dinner, multiple sources confirm he called Kamala Harris, I hate this word, retarded. Because that's the level of intellect he's operating on, kids. Again, GOP, MAGA, come get your grampy. I guarantee, I would bet cash money that at some point between now and November 5th, at a rally, on a hot mic, he's going to drop the N-word when it comes to her. It's just going to happen. It's inevitable. He gets closer to it every time. Every day he gets closer. And then the coup de grace. He goes on faux news with Marita Bartles and James Aromo. And, well, he said,
we have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military.
use the National Guard, or if necessary, the military. On the, to do his Don Jr. finger quote, the enemy from within. The enemy from within, according to Trump, is anybody that's not MAGA, anybody that doesn't toe the line. And even if you aren't MAGA, you need to be willing to toe his line, or there are punishments. He's promising punishments. Kamala Harris is promising tax breaks. She's promising infrastructure, to expand on infrastructure. She's promising jobs. He's promising violence against anybody that doesn't bend the knee to his bloated orange, makes Jabba the Hutt look like Brad Pitt ass. That's his platform, kids. Republicans, this is your guy. Again, I ask it every time, and I'm going to ask it again. Of all the Republicans in politics, of all of them, hundreds, thousands, I don't know, however many Republicans there currently are. You've had 4 years since the 2020 election. That's your best? That's your best? Wow. Good job. Anyway, kids, threatening military action against America. And this just follows into, back in leading up to the 2020 election, when he wanted to go hold his Bible upside down in front of that church. And he wanted Mark Milley and he wanted Bill Barr to bring in the National Guard to shoot protesters in the legs so they didn't bother him while he walked from the White House to the church. So this is not new. This is just an expansion. That day, he only wanted the National Guard to take action against American citizens, but just the ones that were there that day. Now he's talking about any American citizens, anywhere in the country, that do not toe the MAGA line. Somebody, I was listening to a talk show. Somebody actually had a good idea. I know, rare on these talks, especially this close to the election. Someone had the idea, because you see a lot of Republicans for Harris for this cycle. They think, and I think this is kind of genius. They think that the only way to wrench the Republican Party out of the fucking sinkhole it has fallen into, that is the MAGA movement, is to separate, basically split the Republican Party along concrete line of traditional Republicans and MAGAs. That's pretty fucking smart. Because then I think what you do is that gives your traditional Republicans who are afraid of MAGA or worried about what the rest of the party would think of them. If you give them enough of a safe space, to use a woke term, to show that, yes, I'm a Republican, but I just can't do the MAGA thing anymore. That might save that party, because right now that party, it's on life support, and the kids are ready to pull the plug. So we'll see what happens there. But again, this man is threatening violence against American citizens that disagree with him. Radical left lunatics. That's your guy. She has a platform. He has grievance and violence. That's really the main difference, kids. He wants to be a dictator on day one. She wants to be a president for all Americans. What else do you need to know? Anyway, like and subscribe if you would. I would appreciate it. Vote blue, kids. Up and down the ticket. Our country, as we know it, is on the line. If you don't believe it, just do some research. All it takes is research. Do the research. and vote accordingly. Till next time, we'll see you.